right back. Karen, we have a guest. She's been patiently, quietly sitting there watching, ready to get on the radio. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Angelita. Did I say that right?
Angelita LeCras.
Okay. LeCras.
LeCras.
You are a dentist, a general dentist, and your office is in Main Street, Troutman, correct?
Troutman, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we said before the show, wow, Troutman's really up and coming, and you said, well, it's been doing that for 20 years now.
Yes.
So how long have you been a dentist?
I've been about 30 years.
30 years,
Yes,
really?
yes.
How long in Troutman have you been there?
More than 15 years.
Really?
Yes.
What made you choose to open up an office in Troutman? Of all the places, you chose Troutman.
Of all, I think it's a small town, and it's kind of like suits my
Right.
personality. I mean, it's I like small town.
Right. So you've had the same clients for 15 years, haven't you?
Yes. Yes. But I said I was a dentist for 30 years. I moved from the Philippines, so I was a dentist in the Philippines. I did. It's not a regular thing, but I was doing volunteer work. We were doing medical, dental, social services with a nonprofit organization,
Right.
private nonprofit organization. And I was doing a volunteer work for a year and a half, and then I was employed by a foreign organization, a German organization, doing the same thing. And after 6 years, I immigrated to the United States.
So I'm curious. Was there some type of additional training or schooling?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
they won't just let you hang up a shingle?
No,
Okay.
we have to go back.
It's almost
school.
like starting all over
Yes, you have to
Oh,
go
wow.
back. And yeah, for 3 years, I went to NYU. I was accepted. But before you can apply, you have to pass the boards. You have to pass the written board.
again. So you've got to take the test before they will even let you.
Apply to a school, yes. So I went to NYU, but I did my residency too at the VA Medical Center and Mount Sinai in New York. So I did like 4 years of additional education. But I think it's just fair because it's not right for just a foreign dentist to be coming here and practice.
So you're comfortable with that?
Yes, I am because I think it's just fair.
Of all of the industries that I watch, I sell a few dentist offices, not very many of them, but it is the one that is changing so rapidly.
Yes.
And I find it intriguing because it's changing and it's changing the lives of your patients.
Yes, technology-wise, yes.
Walk me through those changes because you run a business all day long and then you've got to keep up with the changes in the industry at the same time.
You got to keep up with the, yes. I'm really excited about our newly acquired technology, which is, it's CEREC, and it's an in-office same-day crown. You don't have to take impressions, which is daunting to a lot of patients.
Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate
Hate it. And then you have to give the patient a temporary crown they can lose a temporary crown.
Often.
So you don't have
You're speaking to the choir here. I got that. Yeah.
You don't have to go through that. You scan instead of taking the impressions, and then you can do the crown the same day. You have a milling machine, you have a glazing machine, and you can, if patient wants to do it the same day, they can do it. If patient wants to come the next day, so they don't have to stay in the office for 3 hours,
right,
they can do that too. So I mean, there's a lot of new technologies that can make diagnosing,
right,
treatment planning, and
it's interesting because I find that as a doctor, as a professional, people forget it's a business. You know, you try and make some money in the process, right?
I'm not good at that side. I'm not really good at that side, you know.
I was just getting ready to say, I find that dentists are one or the other, extremely good with patient care, right? Or extremely efficient at being productive. I don't find them able to do both of them. I was going to ask you which one you were.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not good. I'm not good on that side. I'm you know, my goal is to give the best care possible, and the best of my knowledge,
right?
Through the best of my knowledge, and you know, because that's how I feel like, you know, I can sleep through the night,
right?
You know, like, you know, being honest, being.
You know what I don't hear as much as I used to hear is these emergency dental, you know, people calling in the middle of the night saying, hey, it hurts and that sort of stuff. I don't hear that as much from my family and friends. Has that part changed of your business? Or is it just just my friends got better teeth than me? Is that it?
No, it has not changed, you know. I mean, we still, you know, see emergencies, you know, calling, you know, off hours, you know. We make ourselves available, you know, to our patients, you know, patients on record.
Right. So walk me through what your office is all about. So how many people do you have working for you? Approximately how many patients would you see in a day? Kind of walk somebody on the sort of the business side of what it is you do.
It is a small practice, family practice, and I'm not, you know, I see like maybe 8 patients on my side, 8 patients to 10 patients a day, or 8 patients, and then we see emergencies whenever we can, you know, work them in. And I have a hygienist, you know, that, you know, we twice a week, and it's just we give them enough, you know, time to give them the proper care. So I would say 8 patients for the hygienist if we have that.
Right.
Now we have some cancellations though, so it's not really.
You're not happy about that when I call and cancel. That's just not something I like. So I'm curious. The dentist, hygiental. Am I saying that right? Hygienist. Is that a profit center for you, or is that something that you just feel you need to do to provide the service for the clients?
I mean, it's considered a profit. You know, a profit. You know,
center. Yeah.
Center. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wondered that. I wondered how that actually worked.
It does.
So it is a way for you to generate more revenue without you having to physically do all the work. So you could bring 2 or 3 more of them on board to clean more people if you wanted to. Am I explaining that correctly?
Yes, you can. We're allowed to have 2 hygienists here in North Carolina.
They limit how many you can have.
Yes, they limit how many.
Well, isn't that great of them to tell you how many hygienists you can have?
I only have 1.
Karen, you want to say something?
Well, no. Speaking of the hygienist and my own personal experience, I would. You know, I'm a good dental patient. So
I can tell you are by your perfect teeth.
Yeah, right. So, but you know, over the years, you really build these nice relationships with these hygienists, and of course, the dentist always came in as well. But the importance of a really great hygienist, I would imagine, would be really important to your business.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've only got a few minutes. What advice would you give somebody getting ready to get into your industry, right? They just got out of college, you know, they're ready to go. Would you suggest they start a practice on their own or come work with somebody like you? What advice would you give somebody thinking to do that? Because I find more and more there are a lot of dentists that are challenged with this jump start, or they're going to write a big check or borrow a bunch of money to get into business. What advice would you give them?
Well, I would advise them to go like maybe for a year or 2 residency, because it's gonna, you know, it's gonna help them a lot, prepare them, you know, to whatever, you know, direction they want to choose.
So if somebody wanted to reach you, how could they do that?
They can just call me.
What is that number?
704-528-5665. That's
one more time. This is radio. You got to say it twice.
704-528-5665. 528-5665.
And your office is where exactly?
At 204 South Main Street, Troutman, North Carolina, 28166.
Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and I am here with my co-host for the entire month, Karen Bentley, with the president and founder of Bentley Consulting. If it's Friday morning, you're listening to WSIC, and your business matters. We'll see you next week.